Hello, my name is Hurair bin Sohail from Innovate APAC. I'm here at ISE with Lee Rivers from Integration Excellence. How are you doing, Lee?
Mate, going very well.
Excellent. What do you think about the show?
The show for me has been absolutely fantastic. It's been a long way to get here from Australia, but well worth it. I've enjoyed pretty much every aspect, from the networking side through to the latest technologies and being able to get onto the major manufacturers and the smaller manufacturers to see where technology is going.
Excellent. And if I'm not mistaken, this is your first time at ISE?
It is. It's like after 36 odd years of playing in this game, it's a place that I've always wanted to come to, but probably never allowed myself the time to actually get here. But definitely, it's definitely worth coming.
Yeah. With all the exhibitors out there showcasing a wide range of products, do you think they're making the lives of integrators like yourselves easier or more difficult?
Okay, look, that's a very interesting question. In some ways, yes. In some ways, no. I feel that a lot of the suppliers are not actually listening to the people that are at the coalface, and they're bringing out products that, although are quite good, are just missing the mark. And just little things where, for instance, we might be in a huddle space environment where they give you one audio output to go to a ceiling speaker, which is fantastic, but well, what about the hearing loop systems? We need dual outputs, and they're not. It just seems that they're not talking to, the integrators and the commissioning engineers to find out what do you actually need in these systems.
And how do you think manufacturers can improve that? Well, what can they do to actually listen to the people that are using and installing their products?
Yeah, look, that's a very good question too, and this is something we have been talking to a lot of the manufacturers, in that they need to have a core group of people that they can trust. And look, I can understand confidentiality and having to have agreements for NDAs and that sort of thing, but they need to get some core people around the globe that really know what they're talking about. Like Peter Coman, for instance, that guy's a legend. He's got so much information and knowledge, and obviously winning awards and that sort of thing this year. They need to bring people like that on that can actually be a core group that can give them information of what's required at the coalface. You can't do it from sitting behind the desk or as an engineer. You need to be an installer that can tell the types of issues that you're having and what we need for those solutions. And I believe that the companies that do that will far succeed, far better than what they are right now.
One of the things I've been seeing at ISE personally is that manufacturers are trying to make their products play nice with products from other manufacturers.
Yes.
And we've seen AES67 especially come to the fore as a standard. What do you think about the fact that AV used to be very siloed, but now everyone's talking about making sure that the whole system works together?
Look, I think that's an inevitable thing that has to happen, and where it goes from there is quite interesting. I mean, you only have to look at QSC and what they're doing, and where is all this going to end up? Is it all going to be cloud-based? And it's anyone's guess. But I think it's imperative that the individual manufacturers stop looking at this individual silo approach and looking at like the A67 and stuff like that. Interesting stuff. As to where it goes, it's who knows. It's early days.
Yeah, and I mean there's some very interesting decisions that AV has to make, both in audio and video.
Yes.
Over in audio, we've got the AVB versus Dante discussion, and over in video, we've got the 1 gigabit infrastructure versus 10 gigabit infrastructure. How do you think AV should proceed and answer these very important questions which are going to shape the industry moving forward?
Look, that's all crystal ball stuff. I mean, I'd hate to be working sort of for manufacturers and seeing which way to go. I mean, it almost takes you back in the days of VHS and Beta. Like you've got two different sort of technologies, and one was better than the other, but the VHS ended up taking off for whatever reason. And you could say that about Dante and AVB. AVB's taken quite a while to get to where it's at right now. It doesn't have the sort of funding that Dante has in regards to marketing and all those sorts of things. You just have to walk around the floor, and Dante is spoken everywhere. It's huge, and they're doing a fantastic job at marketing it and bringing out a lot of great products. As to if AVB are going to be able to, combat that sort of thing, only time will tell.
Excellent. And what can we look forward to from Integration Excellence in the coming months and years?
Yeah, look, as you know, I've rebranded my company from just a purely audio-visual company to more of an integration company, and I'm looking at disbanding the silo approach of control and it's been something that I've been quite interested for a long time. And that's one of the things that I'm looking into, is to be able to, as integrators, we're the best people to be able to integrate all these different technologies and get rid of that silo approach. It's been interesting, the different talks that I've been to, the Smart Building Conference on day one, how they were sort of talking about that individual silo approach and who's going to be responsible for disbanding that. And I think really the only people worldwide is the integrators. We're the ones that have been doing it for a long time with AV, integrating to all different technologies and that sort of thing. Now we've got to look at broadening our horizons and looking at every different siloed approached technology, and look at, for us to actually integrate those technologies, being it IT, CCTV, power consumption, all those sorts of things. I think if you just concentrate on AV, I think it's going to be a hard thing to continue. Everybody needs a point of difference, and that's where I'm going.
Okay, excellent. It's been lovely talking to you, Lee.
As
Have a good show.
Thanks, mate.